Hello. It's Wednesday, October 18th. Here, nice sunny afternoon here. I'm at work, just kind of planning the day out. So we got all the beans harvested last week, and on Monday, I ran some samples up to Conneautville and Andover to see what moisture their super fancy testers say versus ours, and they were spot on. They were the same, 15.5%. So we're looking to get those beans hauled out of there hopefully next week. But in the meantime, we want to remove some of the beans out of the bin, what they call core the bin. We think that we have some significant amount of weed seed in the center of the mound of soybeans. So it'll be coming up to 2 weeks that we've had, 15+% beans in the bin. So we want to take like maybe 400 or 500 bushel out and put it back in the bin. And I've been designing a wagon chute or tongue that is made of a coarse and fine screen where the soybeans fall through the coarse screen, but all the non-thrash pods stay on it and get pushed away. And then the beans fall on a fine screen where they fall into the auger, but the weed seed, which is real fine, like little pebbles, tiny pebbles, will fall through onto the ground. So when we core the bin, we will be able to clean out most of those weed seeds and some pods. That way we won't get docked as much of foreign material. So also making a video today is I'm planning to do more cover crop planting. So it's going to be nice today, and since all the fields are clean, let's plant the rest of that cover crop. So I have 8 bags left. I know I want to do 1 bag per acre, and I think it's kind of pretty much going to be 20 bags, or let me say that more better. 2/3 of a bag per acre, which is enough. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. One thing I could do, now I just thought of it, is I can go to Niger's and buy a few bags of winter wheat, and I'll bump the setting on the grain drill so it does just a little bit more. That way it is a true 50 pounds per acre. And maybe at least do straight winter wheat on the 6-acre field. But plus I also have a bill to pay over at Niger's, so maybe we'll do that. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Also got a new phone. Got the iPhone 15 Pro, 1 terabyte of storage. So these videos might seem a little more clearer, and don't have to use headphones, even though I got these AirPod Pros in. So maybe audio would also be better, and not having to use headphones and have the cord hang down and get caught on shit. So, all right, that's what we're doing. I'm thinking of leaving here after 3:30-ish. All right, 3:30. Let's get out of here. Just got back from Niger's. Kind of forgot to video that. Terrible tubers. But this is what I picked up. 4 bags of winter wheat. So I wanted to get 30 bags of that cover crop, but was only able to get 20 logistically. So I picked up some winter wheat, and with the remaining bags that I have left to plant, we're going to mix that in. And that's going to take care of all of the cover crop acreages of the soybeans that we harvested this year. So that is what I'm going to do right now. However, I am going to do a little bit of disking with the 2670. There's some areas where I did not really combine beans because they were just green by the woods. So I'm going to disc them down and just kind of disc the
Sync has connected
perimeter
to your phone and is reminding you that...
Shut up. God damn it. So I'm going to go start the 2670 right now and disc those areas, which should not take long. And then we'll resume planting the cover crop. So here we go. I don't know if I have enough juice to start this. I had the battery charger on it a couple weeks ago. It started right up, but it's a little cool. You know, it's what? 59 degrees. So yeah, we're gonna get this bad boy started. And me parking here in case I need to jump it, it should start on its own. When this tractor does sit for a while, the diesel kind of loses its prime. So the injector pump doesn't really have a nice fresh supply of diesel fuel. So what I gotta do is I gotta take this guy right here and kind of prime the system. And I can tell that it's not really primed. So there we go. Now the hardest part is to push down and close it with one hand. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna film this. Let's see if this starts. Oh boy. The hell. Hold on. All right. Okay. Key. Make sure we got signal. Open that up. Here we go. Fucking love diesel. Now I'm gonna move my car. One of our projects that we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be kind of like redoing these discs. So as you can see, some of these have been really beat to hell. The rear wings here, pretty much every bearing is shot. So there's 3 bearings per wing. We also got this broken disc here. We got a loose guy here because of the broken bearing. So yeah, these rear wings need some attention bad. Now, these wings, which I personally do not like to use, I like the added weight when this thing is, what is this, 12 feet wide? I like how it discs with all that weight. But these bearings are still good. So I'm hoping that all we got to do is just rob these 8 bearings to do any ones here. So we got 6 here, and there's one, that one wing up there is bad. And also we're going to take these discs off and put them up front, and then any decent discs that are left, we'll put them in the rear. Also thinking of just putting these in the rear and then buying some like nice notched blades for the front. I am a fan of the notched blades. Yeah, here's the one bearing that's bad. But the other 2 are still good, at least for now. But that's the project. So pretty much fix that. All right, here we go. Okay, we're gonna hit this 6-acre field first. We're just gonna do the perimeter or areas where it was like heavily in weeds. And then I'll work my way north to the field behind Mom's, and then we'll do the grain drill. Over here. Pretty much for back here, area where these beans are still kind of green, I'm just gonna do a perimeter and just kind of come back. Okay, we got that done. Now we're gonna start working on the doing the grain drill stuff. Gonna get the 430 with the forks. And we're gonna grab the pallet over by the lean-to. There's 8 bags left on that pallet. Drive it over near the field where I'm gonna be. Come on. This key's tricky. There we go. Park her right there. We'll pull the drill right there, and then we'll plant that field right there. Okay. We'll put 2 each, 2 bags of this, 2 bags of that, and then I'm gonna plant the field all the way in the back. And then when I'm done, I'll come back and I'll put the rest of this and the 4 bags that I bought in. And we'll take care of the rest of the combine soybean fields. All right. I decided to put it all in. That way it's in there. Then when we get done with the back, I'll come back and I'll dump the cheap stuff in. And away we go. It's just before 6 o'clock. So we're starting all the way out in the backfield here. North end. Losing minutes on daylight. We'll see how far we get. Had a clogged disc. It's packed in with some mud. The area where I disted, it's pretty wet, moist, if you will. Some mud got caked in there and was dragging Just getting these lines. You can see those lines there. So I just had a seized disc, that's all. All right, let's get back to it. It's just around 7 o'clock. And lights on, I can barely see the tire track. All right, need to clean up the mess here, and we'll park the tractor away from the road. So I'm gonna pick up all this stuff. Okay. I had the bin fan on. It's like 55 degrees with around 55% humidity. That's like 11% moisture equilibrium for soybeans. Because the soybeans are around 14-50% in the bin. Running air in the bin, forcing air from the floor up through the grain. Depending on the temperature and the humidity of the air, you can either dry or add wetness to your grain. The soybeans, they're really sensitive and they can actually dry pretty quickly if you have like warm, dry air going through them. With it being not too warm, not too humidity, and like I said, I checked the chart, it's 11% equilibrium. It should have definitely lowered some moisture on the bottom portion of the beans, running some air through. You know, it's possible that maybe it made some of the top part of the beans wetter because the moisture from the bottom is getting slowly pushed upward. So the beans that are up top are kind of getting more moist air than the bottom. We'll check the beans more this weekend and next week, but nevertheless, when I took a sample at the top, 15.5%. So they'll all get mixed in when they go in the truck next week. All right, well, I guess that's it for today. I don't think I'm going to do anything tomorrow because I have plans that I'm not going to change, and busy at work. I can plant those next week. I would like to get them done. That way they're done. I hate to take half a day. I don't know. I'm always changing my mind. We're gonna find out. We'll see. All right, that's it for today.